Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello everyone, we are group 5 and my name is Anissa Nuraini and my last NPM is 297.
My name is Aulia Henner Aini, PM is 289.
My name is Sawa Fauzia and my last NPN is 324.
In this video, we would like to present our mini research at Jakarta Kota Station. Linguistic landscape, stylistic, and semiotics perspective. In this research, we analyze public sign at Jakarta Kota Station using three main approaches: linguistic landscape, stylistic, and semiotics. We choose these three approaches because we believe that signs in public space are not only about giving information, but also about controlling behavior, showing authority, and representing social values. Jakarta Kota Station is a very busy place where many people move, wait, and interact every day. Because of this, signs become very important to guide passengers, give interactions, and maintain order. We did not choose these methods randomly. We carefully select them because each method helps us see different sides of the same object. If we only use one approach, our analysis would be limited. By combining three approaches, we can understand the science from the perspective of language, style, and meaning. This allows you to see how language works in real life, especially in a crowded and complex public space like a train station. First, we choose linguistic landscape. Linguistic landscape in the study of linguistics that appears in public space, such as on signs, billboards, posters, and notices. At Jakarta Kota Station, there are many signs like no smoking, entrance, exit, evacuation route, toilet, and ticket counter. Designs are everywhere and guide almost every movement of the passengers. With linguistic landscape, we can analyze who make designs, which linguistics are used, and what this shows about power and authority in public space. Most of the signs in Jakarta Kota Station are top-down signs, which mean they are made by official institutions like KAI or the government. This shows that the station is a highly controlled space where behavior is regulated by authority. For example, signs like dilarang merokok, and then pintu khusus difabel, jalur evakuasi, are not suggestions but rules. They tell people what they can and cannot do. Through linguistic landscape, we can see how language is used as a tool to control and organize people in public space. We also found that many signs are bilingual. Indonesian is usually placed first and written bigger, showing that is the main language for local commuters. English is added to help foreign passengers and tourism. This shows that Jakarta Kota Station is not only for local people, but also for international visitors. So, linguistic landscape helps us understand how language represents inclusivity, globalization, and accessibility in public space. We choose Jakarta Kota Station as our research location because it is a very unique place. It is not only a transportation hub but also a historical area and tourism destination. Many people from different backgrounds come here every day. There are daily commuters, local visitors, and international tourists. Because of this, the station needs clear, effective, and universal sign. Jakarta Kota Station is a perfect example of how language is used to manage diversity in public space. It shows how language, power, and culture meet in one place.
Now, I will explain why we choose stylistic as our second approach. Stylistic focus on how language is used and designed, include word choice, sentence structure, tone, typography, and layout. In train station, people are always in a hurry. They walk fast, carry bag, look for platform, and follow schedules. They do not have time to read long explanation. Because of this, the language on signs must be short, clear, and easy to understand. By using stylistic, we can analyze how the language on signs is shaped to fit this situation. For example, many signs use short phrases instead of full sentences, like no smoking, entrance, exit, tap your card, or wet floor. These are examples of elliptical structures. This make the message faster to read and easier to remember. Stylistic help us understand that this is not poor language, but a strategic choice. We also see that many signs use imperative forms such as tap your card, do not enter, or keep distance. This shows that the one is direct and authoritative. The signs are not asking politely but giving instruction. This is suitable for public spaces where rules must be followed. Stylistic help us explain how tone and word choice create authority and seriousness. Typography and color are also important in stylistic. For example, red is used for prohibition, yellow for caution, blue for information, and green for safety. Capital letters are often used to increase visibility. All of these choices are not random. They are designed they are designed to attract attention and help people understand the message quickly. Through stylistic, we can see how language and visual design work together to create effective communication. Now, why why do we combine linguistic, landscape, stylistic, and semiotic? We combine them because each approach has a different focus. Linguistic landscape tell us about the context, how make designs, where where they are placed, and which language are used. Stylistic tells us about the form, how the language is written, how it looks, and how it sounds. Semiotic tells us about the meaning, what the signs represent, and that value they carry. If we'll only talk about language and authority, if we only use stylistic, we should only talk about structure and designs. If we only use semiotic, we would only talk about meaning and ideology. By combining them, we can see the design as a complete communication system. This makes our analysis deeper and more interesting.
Next, I will explain why we choose semiotics. Semiotics is the study of sign and meaning. We use Roland Barthes' theory, which has three levels: denotation, connotation, and meaning. We choose semiotic because we believe that sign in public space do not only give information, but also send message about values, norms, and ideology. At the level of the initiation, the sign has a literal meaning. For example, evacuation routes means the way to escape in an emergency. No smoking means you cannot smoke. Pintu khusus difabel means this gate is for disabled passengers. This is the most basic level of meaning. At the level of connotation, the sign has social and cultural meaning. For example, not smoking doesn't only mean you cannot smoke, but it also shows that the station cares about health and cleanliness. Evacuation route shows that the station cares about safety and preparedness. Pintu khusus difabel shows inclusivity and respect for vulnerable groups. These meanings are not written directly, but they are understood by society. At the level of Nietzsche, the sign builds a bigger story about society. For example, many signs together create the image of a modern, organized, and disciplined city. They show the people should follow rules, respect systems, and behave properly in public space. This creates the image of a good citizen at a modern society. Semiotics help us see that signs are not natural. They shape how people think and behave. We choose semiotic because we wanted to show that signage is not just technical but also ideological. It reflects how society wants people to act. It reflects values like order, discipline, efficiencies, and modernization. This is very important is in a transportation space where a large number of people must move in an organized way. To conclude, we choose linguistic landscape, stylistic, and semiotic because we wanted to analyze Signage at Jakarta Kota Station in a completed and deep way. Linguistic landscape helps us understand how language is designed to be effective. Semiotic helps us understand the deeper meaning and ideology behind the sign. By combining these three approaches, we can see that signs at Jakarta Kota Station are not only information tools, but also instruments of control, communication, and cultural representation. They guide movement, shape behavior, and build the image of a modern urban society. Thank you for your attention.